Nobody has the power to put me in a bad mood unless I choose to be in one. The thing with women especially is that we hold on. Instead of releasing our negativity, we hold on. Negative things go deep. Positive things remain shallow. When you start to do gratitude, the reverse happens. How did you start gratitude and why and how it affects your life? Why is it important and how to do it? Wow. Gratitude is one of the closest topics to my heart. It's the one thing I say that changed my whole life. Why do I believe that it affects you or is important or why you should do it is because our mind is in tune to pick up the negative to protect us. Okay, so imagine a time when we used to live in the caves and there was a tiger outside, and if you didn't notice the tiger, what will happen? You will end up going outside and get eaten up. And so for survival to happen in this world, the way our brain was made was that whether we focus on the good or not, the bad will always go deeper within us, which is why bad news or sad news sell, scandals sell, gossip is interesting. We want to know the negative stuff of the world because our body gravitates or our mind gravitates towards that kind of information because it actually protects us from the world, right? Now, those people who are able to create a default setting, another setting which you put on default eventually, which is that instead of focusing on the negative, I'm going to train my brain to attract positive. And what you do is every single day you write gratitude. I just went for a sketch notes masterclass the other day, so I just wrote my gratitude for yesterday and I started to even do drawings. If you can see, this was from day before. If you can see, fabulous. So I can't emphasize enough how important gratitude is. It is like we have this negative pipe in our brain in which all of the information gets collected, and whenever something negative happens, you tend to go back to all that has happened in that pipe. So a lot of times in your fight, you will see your husband saying something like, wow, look at your memory. You remember in 2006 what I said to you and what I was wearing, and in 2008 how I left you on your birthday, and in 2011 how I went off on our anniversary for a boys trip, and in 2015 how I didn't give you a card along with the flowers. And he's like, how do you have all of this memory? But the thing with women especially is that we hold on. Instead of releasing our negativity, we hold on. And so we attract more of what we vibrate at. If our energy is negative, guess what we are going to create more of? Negative situations in our life. When you start to do gratitude every day, maybe in the first 1 month, not much will happen, but you start to enter what I call the miracle zone. And the minute you enter the miracle zone, now you're vibrating at a very different energy. It's almost 600 on the scale. And when you start to vibrate at that energy, all the miracles in your life start to happen. Literally, you can think it and it will show up. I've had crazy episodes of miracle, which even when I narrate, I feel like, you know what, most people are going to think of them as coincidences. So I don't even know if it's worth narrating to someone because they won't even be able to accept that, you know what, miracles like this happen to people who are in gratitude on a daily basis. So that's why I feel like it is so important that we shift that mindset from negative things, like Mahatria, one of my teachers, he speaks so beautifully on negative things go deep. Positive things remain shallow. When you start to do gratitude, the reverse happens. It's like if you go to a party and someone in the party says, oh wow, you're looking so good today. And another person says, wow, you're looking so good today. And third person says, wow, you're looking so good today. And you meet this fourth person who says, बालू को क्या किया है? ये क्या ग्रे दिख रहा है? या ये ना ये ऐसे फ्रिंज क्यों रखी हुई है? And suddenly your face goes from feeling so happy that you were looking so nice to, yaar kya hua hai mere balon ko, kya hua hai? And the whole evening, that's what you're thinking. You got so many compliments, your mind is not stuck there. Where is your mind stuck? And why does this happen to us? Negativity goes deep, positivity remains shallow. So one of the things he says is, every time you have something good to say, describe it in 5 sentences. Every time you have something bad to say it in 1 sentence. So avoid giving other people a headache with your headache. If you're having a headache and you keep describing it, when we are fine, what do we say? How are you? I'm fine. The days you're having a bad day, you describe the whole bad day. The days you're having a good day, you don't describe it because nazar lag jayegi. Got it? So we tend to, the society itself allows us to speak a lot more negative. If you want to complain about your man, you will have 100 friends to go to complain to. You want to praise your man, after a while everybody feels like, ho gaya yaar, theek hai, good for you, you got such a lovely person. So praising is not allowed to the extent that criticism is. Once we understand that our entire society is built on negativity, then we have to choose to be not in the 90% but in the 10%. And to belong to that 10%, one of the most beautiful things to do is gratitude. Every day start doing gratitude, your meter will change, okay? The meter of depth of positivity will go deep and negativity will start to become shallow. Then those 3 compliments will go deep, and if somebody said something about your hair, you won't even care. Hey, somebody says something about your hair, you won't even care, right? So that's why it is so important to do gratitude. It literally has changed my life. It has changed the life of my students, my tribe, my community, my big sisters, my sister goddesses, my team. So I can tell you, this is one of those things that I can't emphasize enough on. And yes, I want you to write it. A lot of people say, can I say it verbally? No, because what will happen is the days you are in gratitude, you'll say it verbally. The days you're not in gratitude, you won't say it because you did not create a practice around it. And I want it to be a daily practice, no matter what your mood. It has to go beyond your mood. It has to go beyond your desire to do it. It's actually on your sad days that I want gratitude to happen the most. For example, the day I have an argument or a conflict with Puneet, those are the days I write 50 gratitudes about him. What am I grateful for? Those are the days from inside I am, you know what I mean? And then when I sit and write that gratitude, within 5 minutes, I'm able to fix what used to take me 6 hours to recover. I was the queen of Cold War. No longer. Nobody has the power to put me in a bad mood unless I choose to be in one. And I want each one of you to be able to say this sentence by the end of this year. And if you do gratitude every day, literally you will be able to say this sentence: nobody has the power to put me in a bad mood unless I choose to be in one. There are days when I will be honest, I choose to be in a bad mood. I think I just want to cry. Maybe I'm PMSing. Maybe I'm going through something. Sometimes the world is going through a negative energy and it passes through me. And I know that this is not my energy, but I just need to let it pass. Otherwise, I will land up reacting or bleeding on people who didn't cut me. Got it? So I hope I've been able to convince you. Put in the chat box convinced if you're going to be doing gratitude every single day for the next 30 days. You do it for 30, it'll already automatically, you'll get addicted to it. There's a dopamine hit that gratitude has. Just you make sure you do it for 30 days. After that, gratitude will make sure that it lives in your life.